This is the graph of f of x equals 2 to the power of x. Use the graph to write down the values of f of 0, f of 1 and f of 1.5. Okay, so what I need to do here is I need to make this as large as possible. And now I'm going to try and solve this, right? F of 0 means what? X is 0. What's the answer to the first one? 1. Because when x is 0, y is 1. Remember, this is the same thing as y. Okay? So when x is 1, what's the answer? X equals 1. Y equals 2. And finally, 1.5. Gives us about 2.4-ish, 2.4. Now guys, what I can also show you is we could have done this in the calculator, like so. We could have went, okay, f of x equals 2, power button, alpha x. Now see the way we need to find out what 1.5 is? Well, we can start at 0. We can end at, I don't know, call it 6. Our step, what should our step be if I want to find out what 1.5 is? 0.5. Now let's see if this works out. Now look at it. F of 0 is 1. F of 1 is 2. When x is 1, y is 2. When x is 1.5, y is 2.8. So I was miles off. 2.8 for 1.5. Can we look at this again? That's interesting, isn't it? So let's see if their graph is accurate. 2 and 4. Is 2 and 4 on this graph? Not really. So there's a bit of inaccuracy here at this part here. So let's see if it's our fault or their fault. Okay, so we'll just delete this and try it again. So what did it say? 1.5, didn't it? Now, the problem there is I'm going underneath 1.5. I'm not 1.5 on the dot. That's a bit better. That's a bit more like it. 2.7 this time as opposed to 2.4. So you can actually check to see how close you should be to your answer. Okay? F of 3 is not shown on the graph. What is f of 3? F of 3 is the, if I was to explain it, it's the output when x or the input equals 3. So let's see, how would you find out? We could always use our calculator. And what is f of 3? F of 3 is 8. What else could you do? Replace x with 3. F of 3 equals 2 to the power of 3, which is also 8. For what value of f of x, is f of x equal to 5? Well, what can you tell me from here? What would you say? Try to move that slightly to the left now. About 2.4, would you say that? Okay, let's find out. Now, we can also do this. We can do this. We can try doing this mathematically if you want. Actually, no, you can't. Sorry, my fault. You can't do this mathematically at all. Okay, so 2.4 is your best answer. Okay. Now we can also check out when it goes near 5. It goes to 5 in between 2 and 2.5. Does everybody see that? So the answer should be somewhere between 2 and 2.5. And our answer is 2.4, which is in that region, okay? Okay guys, let's move on. Next one. Okay, number 5. 3 graphs are given below. Associate each graph with one of the functions. Now guys, check out this. F of x equals 2x. It goes like this, okay? I'm going to make a quick table for you. Alright, and here's the table I'm going to make. Okay. And just extend it a bit upwards, okay? Now what I'm doing is I'm going to do this in my head because it's quicker than the calculator. 1, 2, 3, 4. F of 1 is 2 to the power 1, which is, anybody? 2 to the power 1? 2. Everybody happy with that? Replace x with 1. Replace x with 2, what you get? 4. X with 3? What? 8. X with 4? 16. Stop there. F of x equals 3 to the power of x. Replace x with 1. What do we get? 3. The next one? 9. The one after that? 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3? 27. The one after that is 3 to the power of 4, which is 81. What can you tell me is the difference between the outputs of these two? Which output rises faster? 3 to the power of x rises faster than 2 to the power of x, James, yeah? 3 to the power of x rises faster than 2 to the power of x. So what can you tell me? That 3 to the power of x goes up steeper. Okay, now let's try the next one. F of x equals 3 multiplied by 3 to the x. Now, I'm going to do this one now slightly. The first one, when x equals 1, it's going to do this. What's 3 times 3 to the power of 1? 9. What's 3 times? No, it's 3 multiplied by 3. That means multiply. Okay? What about the next one? 3. We can actually check it by looking at the graph as well to see if I'm correct, okay? What's 3 times 3 squared, anybody? 3 times 3 squared? 3 multiplied by the result of 3 squared. 27. What's the next one then? 3 multiplied by 3 cubed. And 243. Which one is the fastest rising one in the question? Which one? The last one. So let's figure this out. Okay? Now, which one has... We didn't do 0 at all, did we? We didn't do 0, did we? Okay, now look at this. No. Bear with me. What's 2 to the power of 0? 1. What's 3 to the power of 0? Finally, what's 3 multiplied by 3 to the power of 0? 3. This one starts off at 0, 3. This means it has to be, this one here is A. It's the one with the steepest slope and it starts off at 0, 3. What about the other one? What about f of x equals 3 to the power of x? Which one do you think that is? B, or which one do you think this one is? Is it B or C? Look at the values. Which one rises up quicker? Which one gets bigger faster? 3 to the power of x gets bigger faster. That's why it goes further up. It accelerates quicker. So that makes this one here B. And finally, by process of elimination, C. Have enough of that? Okay guys, moving on. Now I'm going to draw my own graph. Okay. Just give me a second. Draw the graph f of x equals 2 to the power of x in this domain. So here's what you have to do. Now we're going to do all the workings for this one because I want you to remember how to do workings. So f of minus 2, what's the next one? F minus 1, f0, f1, f2, f3. What do I write down, guys? 2 to the power minus 2, 2 to the power minus 1, 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3. What do I do next? Put it into my calculator. And what do we get? Let's figure this out. Mode 2 to the power of x. Perfect. Starts off at minus 2. Ends at 3. Step of 1. Here's our values. Who's got these values up on the board at the moment? 0.25. Darry, you got them, so you're going to call them out for me? Perfect. Okay, go for it. So what's the first one?
-2 and 0.25.
Plus 0.25?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the 0.25. Next point?
-2.
-2, sorry, yeah, go again.
-1, 0.5.
0.5, so it's -1, 0.5. Next one?
0, 1.
So, that equals 1, which makes that 0.01. Okay, yeah.
1, 2.
1, 2. Okay, so that equals 2, makes that 1, 2. Yeah.
2, 4.
2, 4, which makes that 2, 4. Yeah, go for it again.
3, 8.
3, 8, which makes the point 3, 8. Okay, guys, that's all my workings. That is basically money in the bank regarding your marks. Okay, you're going to do really well when you put that down like that. Okay, guys, what's the next thing I have to do? I have to draw out this here. Now, what is that? Can anybody tell me? What type of object is it? Is it a curve or a line? It's a line. It's from the first exercise in this chapter. So what's going to happen is we're going to have to put this one in as well. So here's what we're going to do. G of -2, G of -1, G0, G1, G2, G3. Now somebody input that into your calculator now, okay? And I want it ready to go. So it's going to be -2 plus 3. It's going to be -1 plus 3. It's going to be 0 plus 3. It's going to be 1 plus 3, 2 plus 3, and finally 3 plus 3. Okay, so what we're going to get here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The points we're going to get are -2, 1, -1, 2, 0, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, and 3, 6. Okay, now that that's done, okay, that's already one part for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, we're going to draw these points now. Okay, so we'll just have them up on the top. Now, what's the maximum value of y in both of them? Let's go for y max. What's y max?
8.
Is it? Yeah. Y min?
0.25.
0.25. X max?
3.
X min?
1, 2.
Perfect. Okay, let's stop here. We don't have to be concerned about negative numbers, do we? That's true, isn't it? No negative numbers. Now, what's going to be our main difficulty drawing this accurately? Can anybody tell me?
Decimals.
The decimals. So, the bigger I make the spacing, the easier decimals are to draw. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make every gap of, I had to count how many I have for a start. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24. I could make 3 is worth 1, but that doesn't go well with 0.5s and 0.25s. So here's what I'm going to do instead. Every gap of 2 is worth 1. Okay? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's as high as I need to go up. What about along the bottom, guys? We only have to go, we actually have to go from -3 all the way up to, sorry, -2 all the way up to 3. So technically I've done this wrong, but I can fix it. Okay, so here's what I do. Lucky for me, this is not a problem. Not so lucky for you if you're doing a test, because you have to redo everything. Okay? So, let's go across in threes. -1, -2. 1, 2, and 3. Let's draw out the red lines first. Guys, can somebody call me out these points? Have them ready to go for me. Ready? Who has them in the calculator? Start. Brian? Yeah, perfect. What's the first point?
Minus 2 with 0.25.
Okay, so 0.25 is a half of a half, which is around here. Next one?
Minus 1.5.
Yeah.
Next one is 0, 1.
Yeah.
Next one is 1, 2.
Yeah.
2, 4.
Yeah.
And 3, 8.
See how fast it's increasing? Now we have to do it like this, isn't it? Start like this, up it goes. It drifted off there now, it went too wide. It's like taking a corner. If you take too much speed, you're not going to make it. Okay, there we go. Okay, what's the next one? I just want the first and last point of the line. What's the first point of the line? Minus 2, 1. What's the last point of the line?
6.
3, 6. Now look what happens here. Join it together with a line. This one here. There we go. Now, what does this question mean? Use your graph to estimate the positive solution. The positive solution means x is a positive number. Is everybody happy with that? What is the positive solution for when? What is this one here, guys? This one here is the curve. And what's the other one? What's the x plus 3? The line. When does the curve equal the line? What x value? Anybody tell me?
5.5.
That's the y value. The x value? About 2.4? X equals 2.4, guys. Alrighty. X equals 2.4.